the two different basic types of farming that's happening in British Columbia right now is we do an on-land farming. So this is where there's large tanks of all fresh water on land, and the fish are kept from small fish to large fish in those tanks and taken right to the market in those tanks. And that's what they call on land.
We basically receive the fish at 5 grams, raise them up to about 150 grams, and then they get transferred out to the grow-out system.
Well, it's a feeding frenzy.
My dad's been in the aquaculture industry for 25 plus years, and so I've had a little bit of hands-on kind of going out to sites and stuff with him. And then a couple of years ago, I took the 2-year diploma fisheries and aquaculture program at Vancouver Island University.
Well, certainly the introduction of terrestrial fish farms is very encouraging for the future. I think it keeps them away from the wild stocks.
When you hit the supermarket, are you going to reach for that wild Pacific salmon or the farmed Atlantic?
I do eat farmed Atlantic, but only from a land-based fishery.
Would you say farmed fish or wild fish? What's your preference?
Wild fish for sure.
Why?
Just feels better.
My son goes fishing with his dad a lot, and they just go local lake fishing. But when I buy fish, I usually buy farm fish.
I don't have a preference. I'm not sure there is a big difference. I tend to just get what I like.
And what is what you like? What is your fish of preference?
Just fresh fish.
I'm thinking, why do we have to choose? I think that farming methods have been a little too intrusive of late, and it's time that we as consumers push for a change that is more sustainable.
We have the overhead, so we have our power, our pumps, our electricity, but we are also able to control the environment for the fish a lot better and keep an eye on the fish as a whole, I think a little bit better than in the net pen systems.
We've learned a lot about the husbandry and the care of the fish. So the technology that we're using right now in British Columbia is world class. There's no other place in the world that uses the technology that we do for the environmental monitoring.
Most of the big grocery stores are moving towards programs. The Vancouver Aquarium is a real leader in identifying sustainably harvested stocks.
Vancouver-based Ned Bell is known widely not only for his elegant and delicious cuisine, but also his passion for ocean life sustainability. And in what seems to be a perfect marriage, he recently decided to move in as executive chef at the Vancouver Aquarium.
For me, sustainability is the only conversation we should be having. It just makes sense. Not only is it better for our ecosystem and for our environment, for our species, but it allows us as chefs to make great choices when it comes to our fish.
Aquaculture will be the future for producing fish in British Columbia.